2 days into White House renovation, contractors uncover sick find Trumps were forced to live with for months. Ever since President Trump was elected, the left has been doing all they can to create a scandal that would bring Trump down. For starters, the left and the mainstream media concocted the fake Russian collusion story to explain Trump's epic win over Hillary Clinton. Then they lost their minds when President Trump had 2 scoops of ice cream while everyone had 1 scoop at a White House dinner. Now, they are all up in arms over Trump supposedly calling the White House a dump, but whether Trump did say this or not, he has every right to after what was just found. It seems that whatever President Trump does, it triggers liberals and the mainstream media to fly into an epic meltdown, and the recent White House renovations are no different. After the Obamas resided in the White House for 8 long years, the People's House has fallen into disrepair and is crawling with roaches and vermin. Now, while the die-hard Obama bots will try and deny this fact, the numerous articles written about it in the past proves it is true. The Atlantic reported back in 2013 how bad the roach and vermin problem was in the 213-year-old building. Martha Joint Kumar, a professor of political science at Towson University, recounted her brush with the nasty bug. It was the size of a small drone. I wanted to bag it so that the GSA would know what kind of issue we had. I chased it. But it got away behind some wiring. Also, Whiteoutpress.com reported on Barack Obama's repulsive roach infestation back in 2013. But one would think that the most powerful man in the richest country in the world could stop cockroaches, rats, and mice from taking over his home. Carter had mice. Bush had rats. And Obama has cockroaches. Perhaps it's fitting that the entire White House press pool, the members of the media assigned to cover the president by their respective news outlets, are the main victims of the current cockroach problem. They spun their stories to help get Barack Obama elected, and they're even dedicated enough to censor the latest vomit-inducing episode just to spare the administration some embarrassment. Even former Obama security spokesman Tommy Vietor told Politico that there were big bug issues in the White House. We had bug zappers going 24/7, it's the best office I will ever have, but that building is old and the infrastructure needs constant improvement. Also, liberal CNN briefly touched on the constant pest problem at the White House and stated that there was a persistent common housefly problem which has been a distraction during key meetings with senior officials. Not only were roaches found throughout the White House, but there is also a huge housefly issue there as well. If you remember, all during Obama's administration he had an uncanny way of attracting the nasty bugs no matter where he went. That was noticed even before he was elected as president when he was on the campaign trail. As Freedom Daily previously reported, when Obama was being interviewed by a reporter in Nevada, it had to be cut short due to the swarm of flies surrounding Obama. And that continued to happen throughout his presidency as well, which was often caught on camera. So, it's logical to assume that if Trump did indeed call the White House a dump, it is actually the truth. Now, in order to get the White House back up to snuff, after the Obamas let it fall apart, Trump and his family have left the historic home for 17 days. Extensive renovations have begun in the West Wing, where maintenance crews will replace a barely functioning 27-year-old air conditioning system. Not only will the air conditioner finally be replaced, but there are also numerous ceiling leaks in the West Wing. Daily Mail reported on the repairs that are being made. White House spokeswoman Lindsay Walters told reporters, the HVAC systems are 27 years old, but due to the 24/7, 365-day use a year, the estimated age of the system based off of usage is 81 years old. According to Walters, the south portico steps on the south lawn are also getting fixed, the first restoration in 64 years. There will be renovations in the Navy mess kitchen, a lower lobby in the West Wing, and the IT system, along with cosmetic upgrades like carpet and painting. With no AC in the West Wing, aides will be camping out in the old executive office building. I don't think any of you would like to be in the West Wing in an August DC summer day when it's over 100 degrees with no air conditioning, said Walters. Politico reported that following heavy rains, there were 3 ceiling leaks in the West Wing. Even more upsetting than a leaky roof were the rumored reports that vermin ran amok in the presidential building. It is clear that this should have already been taken care of by Obama, but it wasn't. Barack Obama and Michelle let the White House fall into such disrepair that the Trump family has to be displaced. There is no reason that the Obamas should have treated the White House this way, but at least Trump is fixing it. Apparently, not only does President Trump have to clean up the mess Obama did to the country, but also what he left in the White House too.